zone. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The play fake. Here's Brissett. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Next to score, Lions 7. Washington, nothing.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And his pass incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
On the play. And the Washington first down.
Now Burrow on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and...
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. They're looking for Edwards, but this is intercepted. Picked on by Jair Alexander. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
For the extra point.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Malik Hooker. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Brissett on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
7-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, they'll throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play there for Detroit. 64 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the
back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 46 yards.
First down, Washington.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Breida. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Breida on a toss left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 34-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They're going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A gain of a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whoever the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Lions quickly now are going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
This is caught at the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
34-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run again with Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, here's Bissell. Being chased out left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
first down. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It was Justin Houston who got him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And 8 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
4 yards. It's now fourth down.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll toss it to Breda. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now it's Breda. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. I don't think this will even help. He doesn't even get there. Well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jabari Zuniga with a stop. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
3rd down.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And it's complete to Kelsey. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Today's finals, Washington.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that?